There we go. What's going on, Jinja? Happy to have you in here. Thanks for the heads up. 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard run, and he's got to throw it into the ground. Not enough time. We do got Temple here with me in a Rams jersey. There he is. Look at that. Number 36. Who is that? Jerome Bettis. The bus. All right, here we go. They're going to be in shotgun formation. No running back on a 3rd and 3. All right, now they motion Montgomery. Here we go. And it looks like the Chiefs are showing blitz, and they are. Goff hangs in there, delivers a ball overthrown. 3 and out. So the Chiefs defense makes a 3 and out to get this thing started in Detroit. Some were saying could have the best offense in the NFC this year. Not the greatest start. Let's see if I can get. There we go. All right, can you guys hear me? All right, still. There it is. Missed you guys. So what's up, Temple? Where's Steve and Bill? Haven't talked to you guys in a while. What's up? Good to see you guys. Not sure about Steve and Bill. I was actually shooting a podcast late last night. I'm in the middle of moving right now, so my place is empty, and we're hitting the road. Be in Denver on Sunday, and it's time. It's time to get started, and this is the only game that will be filmed in an indoor location. The rest of the season will be outside in front of a stadium. All right, Mahomes is going to run option. He flips it right away, and it's good for, looks like 5 yards. Patrick Mahomes is going to it's going to be hard to have a better season than he had last year. 5,250 pass yards, 41 touchdowns. Both led the NFL. He did that in a year where Tyreek Hill, his best weapon, went to Miami. And it just seems like you can't pin this guy down. I hope the Lions do. They're going to run it on 2nd and 5. And a couple offensive linemen try to push the pile. Ref blows the whistle. It's going to be 3rd and short, maybe 2. Jen just said, I'm going to miss the old setup. Christmas tree was an OG. No, I'm telling you, after this season, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to see which place I like best. And then the Christmas tree and the whole setup, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to basically build it from the beginning. Sending pressure on 3rd and 2. Quick throw over. Is that McKinnon? It is. 1st down. The Lions are moving. Dan Campbell's blood is boiling. Here we go. 1st and 10, already ready to snap the ball here. Quick snap, throw, and that is going to be caught. Looks like a gain of 7. Travis Kelce is on the sideline for this game. It wasn't mentioned prior. It's going to be 2nd and 5, so 5-yard gain. Andy Reid, a phenomenal September coach. You give him a whole offseason to prepare for one team, it usually works out. But Dan Campbell's a pretty good coach too. All right. Mahomes under center, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, still looking, offensive line holding up. Mahomes dancing around and then just throws that one away. This is an offensive line that gave Mahomes the most time last year of any quarterback to throw the ball. He takes his time on these. Aiden Hutchinson, the good rookie from last year, was the one with the pressure. Just, man, made it through 2-3 people and still kept driving. Here we go. 3rd and 5, Mahomes in the shotgun. And Mahomes snaps it, steps up, tries to avoid it, reaches the handout, and it's going to be 4th and 2 in the first big decision Andy Reid is going to have to make this year right now, and it looks like they're going to send out the punting unit. Thought maybe they could go for it. How is my audio? Is my audio good, or would it be better if the mic was a little bit closer? Feel free to let me know. Once again, sorry about the lighting. Let me see if I can turn this up. That looks like it's helping a little bit, or maybe it's... Wow. How is that not a fair catch interference? I mean, I guess he just looked like he was really, really close. He looked like he was really close. And Ginger let me know it sounds good. Thank you. Lighting seems fine too. Lighting seems fine too. Okay, awesome. Love to see it. The camera's great because I can hit my vape and I can see who's watching, you know. Looks like the coast is clear right now. All good in the neighborhood. Back here behind me, we have 2 basketball hoops. I'm going to have to challenge Temple to some basketball later. We got 2 pool tables. We got Jenga. This is a great spot. A lot of TVs in here. You can't tell, but let me get out of the way. TVs all the way around. Sneaky vape hit. I love the movie theater one where you got to wait for it to get loud, and then you're like, I'm surprised Bill hasn't hopped in here. He's probably hanging out with Tom Grassi. It's so on the Naval Air Station that I was stationed at. This is the bar, but people don't like to go out to the bar, you know, on base. They like to get away from base because they're just, you know, this is where people work. So it always, the Navy, you know, they spend all this money making this dope place, so, you know, people won't drink and drive and stuff, but people don't really come in here and use it. I mean, there's a signed Shaq jersey on the wall. Michael Jordan's autograph is right there. Honestly, I don't even know if there's cameras in this place. I might walk out with that. You guys have cameras in here? I hope so. Is that Michael Jordan's real autograph? Someone's gonna steal that.
45 too, right?
I know. Just casually, like a $10,000 jersey on the wall. All right, Jared Goff under center, starting this on the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. It's gonna be a handoff. Montgomery gets the handoff. Surprised we haven't seen Jahmyr Gibbs get the ball yet. Oh, Ginge. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. David Montgomery, 201 rush yards last year, 201 rush attempts, 801 yards. Average 4 yards a carry, only 5 rushing touchdowns. That's a career low. And now here we go. Now we got Jahmyr Gibbs back there, number 26. So here's our first look at Gibbs. And the ball's going to be batted down out of the hands. And now the story of this game has been defense. I've heard some people say This is going to be like Detroit's Week 1 game last year, the 45-42. And although I could see both teams' offense, playing really well and capable of scoring that many points, but let's be realistic. Week 1, you're going to see a lot of mistakes. They haven't gotten snaps. Usually you see lower scoring games week 1. We'll see if anyone can get some points here. Jared Goff. Oh my gosh, Jared Goff. Wow. Jared Goff. Let's see. Dan Campbell. No, he's going to send him out. What a play, though. What a play. Jared Goff backed up into his own end zone almost. Pressure comes in. He does a little spin move and starts running backwards, and that's normally concerning when you're in the other end zone. Could have been a safety, and he gets that ball out somehow, and it's caught, but 2 yards short. It's a fake punt. It's a fake punt. I knew Dan Campbell had balls for this. Here we go. First down. I knew it. Did you guys see that? I called that.
I didn't see it. I saw it, but I didn't hear what you said.
I did it with my eyes. I was like, let's see what Dan Campbell does. He's got big balls. And then I was like, never mind. They're setting up the punter. So I really didn't call it, I guess. But, man, what a play. If they score on this drive, this could be a turning point in the game. You gotta risk it sometimes. Sometimes you gotta risk it, man. All right, so we got Jared Goff under center, hands the ball off, a spin move, only a yard and a half, maybe 2 on that play.
6 from the 25-yard line.
Gorilla balls. I love it. I wonder if him and Brockhard Purdy just hang out together and talk about their balls. You know who else has big balls? Brian Dable. All right, shotgun, ball snapped. And that is going to be a first down. Looks like a 15-yard gain, hit his receiver, Amara St. Brown, on a slant route. That one's good for probably about 10 yards. Quick little slant, finding the space in the zone. Looks like 20 might have been on man coverage, but he got himself some space. Goff under center. And it's going to be a fake handoff and a throw wide open in the middle of the field. He makes a move, crosses midfield. The Lions are in Chiefs territory. And now the Lions are moving. And now we're starting to see the Lions click. Oh, Temple, I send you Aaron's number on your phone, just in case. Oh, she's called her? Oh, okay. Let's do it. The Lions run the ball with Montgomery. That's going to be a gain of like 5 yards. The Lions really got them, got the Chiefs on their toes right now. Jinja. We used to call Frank Reich Frankie Big Nuts because he went for it every 4th and short we ever had. You know, if it works, you're a hero. If it doesn't, they call you Staley, the Chargers head coach. All right, shotgun, handoff. Montgomery makes a move, keeps running. Wow! That is going to be on angry runs. He is running. That was Jahmyr Gibbs. Love Jahmyr Gibbs this year. Man, Jahmyr Gibbs with a really hard run. I mean, a run like that from a rookie running back tells you right away, this guy belongs. This guy belongs here. If you can make a play like that, most definitely. Let me see if I can connect this pair of device. Goff with another catch. Let's see, camera. Gonna see if I can get a better camera here for you guys. All right, 2nd and 5. Goff's going to hand this one off to Montgomery. Montgomery runs for a first down on the 7-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 Lions trying to get into the 10-yard line to keep it on the ground. And they are just dominating on the line right now. Oh, no. Well, Montgomery limps off the field, and now we might see a heavy dose of Jahmyr Gibbs. It might just be an issue with tape. And Jinja, are you in any fantasy league? I am. I'm actually, I'll pull it up right now. 10-yard line for the Lions, 2nd and 6. A first down would mean they get it to the 3-yard line. Here we go. A handout. Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs. He lost his footing. He lost his footing. That should have been probably close to a first down. That's all right. It's his first game. There's probably some nerves involved. So my team is Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, Kyle Pitts, Chris Olave, Baltimore's defense, and Graham Gano. And I feel pretty good about this team. I got Zay Flowers on my bench. I'm expecting him to have a big year. He could definitely emerge. 3rd and 6, Goff looking, throws it, touchdown, Lions score the first touchdown of the 2023 season. And that fake punt turned out to be a game changer for that 91-yard drive. 91-yard drive. All because of that fake punt. And that's why you fake punt it sometimes. Without Chris Jones, the Lions are going to run it all day. Solid squad. Yeah, man, and think about it. Chris Jones, man, when you really look at it, I mean, he's worth the money that he's asking for, and he's made it clear that he wants to retire a Chief. But, he's simply not going to play. I believe he's already racked up $2 million in fines, which is pennies if he, ends up getting paid. It's just you got to spend some money to make some money sometimes. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, what a great first touchdown drive. I just broke. Oh man, fake punt. I love the decision to do that fake punt there. I mean, if it doesn't work, he's going to get a lot of crap for it. But when it does, and they probably had, a decision they made, hey, on our second punt, if it's less than 2 yards, we're going to run a fake punt. Because you want to give everyone ample time, because you want everyone to be on the same page. If you go out there and people are like, what? We're doing this? It's like, why do they have to communicate that much if they're just punting? You don't want to raise any suspicion. You go out there naturally and execute the plan. And Dan Campbell definitely had that one in the books. you got a fantasy team? Let me know your guys' fantasy team. What kind of fantasy teams you guys are rocking with? If you got a Mara St. Brown in your fantasy league, congrats. I don't have anybody playing tonight. All of my guys play on Monday and Sunday. There's one guy playing that's got St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, and Montgomery's on the bench. And like I said, Montgomery had to go off the field if you're just tuning in now. It looked like it might have been something cosmetically with his tape. He was pointing at something. It looked like Dan Campbell wasn't too worried about it, or maybe he was just locked in on that drive. But regardless, if he doesn't get back in this game, we're going to see a lot of Jameer Gibbs. And, for Detroit, getting that first touchdown, I think, is really big because a lot of people are saying, if you're picking Detroit, you're just a Chief hater. And it's like, that's bullshit. If the NFL didn't think this would be a competitive game, they wouldn't have made this the first game of the year. Absolutely, you could justify picking the Lions or the Chiefs. And the way I look at it is if Travis Kelce and Chris Jones aren't in this game, Detroit should win this game. They really should. I mean, the expectations, the squad, the roster, the identity, Dan Campbell's third year. I mean, what Brad Holmes has done as a GM. I mean, this is their year now. This is the year to change the narrative. I'm 29 years old. My entire life, the Lions have been the same old Lions. But if they can come out here and beat the Chiefs in their own building week 1, everybody's going to be like, this, most people already agree this is not the same old Lions. But all those people that said, oh, if you pick the Lions, you're an idiot, those are the people, and there are a lot of them. And those are the people that are going to have to be like, maybe these aren't the same old Lions, and we should respect them a little bit. Mahomes is going to come out, run the ball on first down. That's going to go to Pacheco. He is able to get to the outside for a gain of 5. Second down coming up, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Kansas City had to punt on their first drive. Detroit had a 3-and-out on their first drive. Detroit received the ball on the third possession inside their own 10 and ran that fake punt and then went on a 91-yard touchdown drive. Can the Chiefs answer? Mahomes in shotgun on 2nd and 8. He looks, scanning, delivers, and great defense. That was solid defense. Looked like a linebacker was on him. He really got his hands in there, broke that one up. Matt Nagy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator, was the Bears head coach a couple years ago. I'm sure he's enjoying the rings. He's like the Josh McDaniels to Belichick. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 8. This kind of feels a little, I don't want to get carried away, but can they convert here? Here we go. Mahomes takes a shot downfield, and it's caught. And that is Christian. Was that Christian? I thought I just heard the announcer say Christian Watson. I know Christian Watson plays for the Packers, so I'm really confused. Maybe there's another. There's 2 Christian Watsons. These are the brand new Lions. And then Junior said, I'm not in one this year. Thought about jumping into a free ESPN league, though. I would be down. Do you want to join the league that we're going to do at Temple? When do you guys want to draft?
That's the thing. We have like push the button at the same time.
We don't have to do it like that. I can just set it up.
Start a team, yeah, and then
Yeah. I can get some people. I can get 3 people. I included you in that, Ginger.
Not picking Kelsey.
You're not picking Travis Kelce first overall? Pacheco with the little stutter step. The Lions are flying around. Gardner Johnson makes his appearance known, acquired from the Eagles last year. And this Lions defense is going to be good this year. Remember, this team started like 1-6, 1-7. And it wasn't until their defense went from 31st in points per game, they went up to 15th, right? So their defense got a lot better. And then the Lions started winning all of their games. So, I mean, sky's the limit here. Mahomes running, trying to get it with his legs, and he is able to get it. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like the ref's he got one foot on the line and the other one short. It's going to be a Chiefs first down, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. And the Detroit Lions won the first quarter 7-0. I have a hard time believing that any type of lead for a team playing the Chiefs, you never feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a Chiefs team that can score 21 in 3 possessions in 7 minutes. I mean, can they do that without Travis Kelce? I don't think so. So the bottom line is, as much as the Chiefs are comfortable with being able to come back into games, if they don't have Travis Kelce, do they still have the juice to come back, right? One thing feels kind of important for the Chiefs to be able to win, and that is that they don't find themselves in any kind of hole, right? They gotta at least keep it one possession, or maybe not. Maybe Mahomes is so good that he can come back from 21 with no Kelce and it's no problem. But we just haven't seen it. We just never seen it. Never seen Mahomes play without Kelce. Oh, we have seen it once. So a lot of people have said, oh, Travis Kelce has never missed a game due to injury in his entire career, in Mahomes' entire career. But in 2020, he missed a game for COVID. And that game was against the Steelers. And the Steelers were a playoff team that year. And they lost like 38-10. I mean, they got blown out. So, and Jinja making a great point about Travis Kelce on third down and in the red zone. I mean, that's his go-to guy. It's like on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. If the play's not there and he's running around, Travis Kelce, they have a connection where they know where each other are going to be on the field. He doesn't have that. You know what I mean? This is going to be tough. I'm seeing some Lions jerseys in Arrowhead. I know. That's a $14.7. $14,000. That's how much this jersey is that's hanging on the wall. We just Googled it. What's that? Oh, they go to YouTube. Star 6 Media. Like a star in the sky. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Under center, Mahomes fakes the handoff. It wasn't convincing. Doesn't matter because Valdez-Scantling catches a 12-yard gain maybe. See where they put it. He was kind of all by himself. Valdez-Scantling ran just a little button hook and then came back to the ball after it was thrown. Mahomes looking, doesn't see anything, and then flicks it out of his hands, and it was actually a good ball right over the middle of the field It felt dangerous, but at the end of the day, it hit the running back in the hands. And that is number 4 for the Chiefs, Rice. RICE. Seeing some new bodies every single year with the Chiefs, some new players, new names. See, that was the first we've seen him today. Pacheco comes in on 2nd and 10. Mahomes shotgun formation. Pacheco runs out. Mahomes avoiding sacks, and now he takes off running, and he is running and gets out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and Mahomes says, "No, Kelsey, I'll just do it all myself." Now the Chiefs are threatening to score to open up the second quarter, 1st and goal after Mahomes went on a 15, maybe 17-yard scamper. Didn't see it. Great pocket presence, steps up, and then just planted a foot, made the cut, and ran. Got the football out of here. Someone's going to fumble it. All right, under center, handoff. This one's Pacheco. Pacheco finds a hole and runs all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's a hard run. Pacheco, not a huge guy, but runs very downhill, very fast. He was, I think, a 7th-round draft pick last year. And there's something about this Chiefs team, man, with Mahomes on it. A lot of these picks, man, they just seem to work. Pacheco's another one of those guys. Just a good, solid run right there by Pacheco, slicing through this Lions defense. Let's see if they can punch it in. Mahomes with the flip and another flip. Oh, man. And somehow they gain 1 yard. They had a trick play. Mahomes looked like he was going to be a runner, and then he pitched it right away to the receiver. It looked like some kind of receiver. Okay, direct snap to McKinnon. Patrick Mahomes as the running back. And then, so the snap goes to McKinnon, and then he hands it off to Mahomes, and Mahomes gives it to, it looks like that was Kadarius Toney. All right, 3rd and goal. Mahomes looking, throwing, touchdown. And we got a tie ball game here in Arrowhead. And Jinja said he has like 15% more targets than anyone Mahomes has played with in his career on 3rd down. That's crazy. That is insane. And Travis Kelce being a good teammate on the sideline, padding, slapping some helmets. We got ourselves a tie ball game here. And the extra point is right down the middle. A little left. All right, so 7-7. We talked about how important it was that the Chiefs answer back. Well, they answered. The Lions coming back out, hopefully to continue what they did on that last drive. 7-7 in Arrowhead. See, so I wanted to go over some NFL things. Nick Bosa getting paid. That's pretty big. We were thinking maybe we wouldn't see Nick Bosa week 1 against the Steelers. But Nick Bosa just became the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. Getting paid a $170 million contract. Pretty insane. 23 minutes ago, breaking news. Joe Burrow has just signed a $275 million contract extension. $275 million to Joe Burrow. We are coming at you live with an update. Joe Burrow and the Bengals have agreed to terms on a 5-year, $275 million deal that will make Joe Burrow the highest paid player in NFL history on an annual basis. He is being paid $55 million a year. Ian Rappaport released this just as the NFL season was kicking off. Burrow's extension, long expected to take place before the season began, marks the fourth time since April a QB has leapfrogged the others as the NFL's new highest paid man. The 26-year-old deal builds on Justin Herbert's record contract and topped Lamar's, and then Jalen Hurts before that. The contract removes the need for Burrow to play under the fifth-year option. Joe Burrow has gotten it done. He has $275 million. Joe Burrow's a rich man. Congratulations to Joe Ice Cold Burr. Now, let's see if Cincinnati wins the Super Bowl. Burrow getting paid, he deserves it. And I'll say also that I'm a big fan. So I'm about as happy about this as I was when Hurts got paid. All right, the kickoff is not going to be returned. It either went right through the upright or just missed it. All right, so the Lions on that last drive, they ran the ball a lot. They just attacked the line. We'll see if the Chiefs defensively start playing more up, and that would probably unlock St. Brown to have a bigger game. So Marvin Jones as well. Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3 with like 3 first rounders the next 3 years. Oh, okay. I just saw this message. I'm going to hit this in 1 second. Joe Burrow under center. Handoff. This one is to Montgomery, so it looks like it was just some kind of tape issue with his cleat. He is back. Detroit calls a timeout. That's Detroit's first timeout tonight. And I'll hit this comment now. So Ginger said, I hope Richardson shows that he can be the future. And we can go like 3-14, get the number 1 pick, and trade it for a haul in the number 2 pick. Then trade the number 2 pick for a haul in the 3rd pick. Then draft Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3 with like 3 first rounders the next 3 years. And that's kind of what the Bears did. And, you know, that we're seeing now, even these college players coming out even more polished than ever, that extra first round picks are really, really a good deal. I mean, look at what Seattle's done with them. All right. 1st and 10, he goes to his tight end, not named TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson just signed a deal for the Minnesota Vikings, making him the highest paid tight end in the league. QB sneak on 2nd and 1 will move the chains for the Lions. First down. All right, Lions coming to the line. Send a tight end in motion. Jared Goff looks locked in. He reminds me of the quarterback from Remember the Titans. This is going to be a handoff, and that is going to be Ty Montgomery, and he is going to gain maybe 3 yards there, maybe 4. I think it'll be about 4 yards. We'll see what they call it. 2nd and 7, 3 yards. If you're the Lions, you got to just think every time you get the ball, it's so important you get points, right? The defense is definitely the weakness of this team. You have to exploit that if you want to play this game. Jared Goff steps up in the pocket, delivers. What a throw downfield. Great throw there. Downfield, it looked like that was Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Chiefs running an outside zone. They do a play action, and then the receiver runs to that side of the field. They used to call this the West Coast offense. Mike Shanahan probably designed that play. Under center here, it's going to be a handoff. The Chiefs are there, and he is going to. I think that was the first negative play of the game for the Lions. -1. Bring up 2nd and 11. Trent McDuffie, 22 years old. He was a 21st overall pick. 2nd and 11, Jared Goff pointing at the Chiefs defense. And wide open. He gets his tight end at the slot, not TJ Hawkinson, but he's wearing his number. That's Lapora. And Lapora is supposed to be pretty good this year. The Lions fan that I had on the podcast, they love Lapora. And the Lions are kind of doing this thing where they draft young talent, and when it's time to pay them, they're moving off, right? We saw it with TJ Hawkinson. We saw it with DeAndre Swift. They got Jahmyr Gibbs. The Lions are getting younger, and the fact of the matter is they're not getting worse. Definitely not helping the running back market situation. All right, it's going to be a run. They're going to use Montgomery. He's going to gain 1, maybe 2. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Aiden Hutchinson with eye black on one half of his face. Hawkinson is the highest paid tight end in the league. He's not even top 3 in talent. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just all about timing, you know? Like if he's a top 10 tight end, you know, and a team wants to hold on to him, you know, and the market is what it is. Jared Goff, quick throw. This is Jahmyr Gibbs, who, with a full head of steam, picks up the first down. And now the Lions are getting close to another touchdown. Let's see where they're at right now. Should be inside the red zone here. Jared Goff with a good ball. Fumble. Jared Goff able to get back on it. Wow. I don't think he knew how many people were behind us. We got JST in the chat. Not happy about the Chiefs' defense right now. Understandable. Chiefs are getting the ball moved on them. He picked it back up. I mean, he didn't know that there was a Chief chasing him. I think he wanted to pick it up and throw it away, but honestly, he's lucky he just got back on top of it. As we go under 6 minutes, 2nd and 20, a quick screen pass, and let's see how much of that Jahmyr Gibbs can pick back up. I think he picked 10. 3rd and 10 coming up. Under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Detroit's doing really good on these drives, right? It shows that the Lions can really do this, right? It's not like one big play and then, you know, a bunch of dead plays. And they're doing what they want to do. They're executing their game plan right now. 3rd and 10, we'll see what play they have in the bag. Jared Goff, shotgun with no running back. Let's see if the Chiefs bring pressure. They run a little screen. The blocking isn't there. The Chiefs get on the Was it? It was recovered inbounds. Chiefs ball picked up right where the first down was, and those are the mistakes you can't have when you're playing the Chiefs. And that's the kind of bullshit that I hate, because the Chiefs end up winning the game, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, the Chiefs are so good," and it's like, I swear, I never seen as many teams kick themselves than I did in the playoffs last year. Jacksonville dropping wide open touchdowns, fumbling on the goal line, the Bengals late hit. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Can somebody just not beat themselves? Um, and look, the Chiefs are a good team, and good teams capitalize on your mistakes. So I'll give the Chiefs credit. They're a great team, but they're not unbeatable. Um, the fact that the Chiefs were favored to win this game, I find a little shocking, to be honest, with the situation, the state of the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Um, they're missing pieces right now. JST fumble. Do you know what's going on with Chris Jones? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier with Chris Jones. So Chris Jones holding out, trying to get some more money. I even heard that he was talking to Dallas. Said it earlier. Chris Jones has openly said he wants to retire a Chief, but he wants to be compensated as well. I mean, last year was the first year in like 10 years almost that somebody not named Aaron Donald was the best defensive lineman in the league. And Chris Jones is ready to cash in, and I don't blame him. It'll be interesting to see how that gets settled, because the Chiefs, they're starting their season without him. So we'll see. We'll see who moves first in the game of chicken. And then JST said, "Where are you tonight?" I'm at a local bar here, Keegler's, shooting the podcast here. This is the only this is the only game that's going to be streamed indoors. We're hitting the road tomorrow. We'll be at Denver for the Broncos Raiders game, and then we're going to be in Jacksonville for the Chiefs Jaguars game week 2 outside the stadium. We're going to be bringing live pregame shows from every stadium this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a little nervous about it. I have my car totally packed up right now with my equipment, and I'm going to be camping and just going to games. All right, so the Chiefs taking over. They're going to run the ball here on first down, get 2 yards, it looks like, or bring up 2nd and 8. Now, the Lions were about to score, so the Chiefs, fortunately for the Lions, are backed up in their own territory. But with 5 minutes left, Andy Reid's thinking about going on a 5-minute drill here. That's why you see the running the football. Let's take all the time off, score a touchdown, and get the ball to start the third quarter. That could be a real change of events if the Lions don't defensively step up. Aiden Hutchinson bringing pressure. Mahomes decides to run, and then he has to slide down, only able to gain 3. So it's going to be, I think, 3rd and 5 here. They got Aiden Hutchinson's parents mic'd up. The mom with binoculars. Love to see it. My neck's a little sore from bending over. I might sit back a little bit. Break the mic. There we go. Right there. All right. So we're going to a commercial break with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Tie ball game in Arrowhead, 7 apiece. Lions missed an opportunity to take the lead by fumbling the ball. Oh, man. JST said, "Is there any Lions or Chiefs fans in that local bar?" There isn't. No, this is on a naval air station, and people in the military don't tend to want to go out to bars on base. because this is where they work. They want to get away. So it ends up remaining pretty calm, which is perfect for a podcast, right? Because we get the feeling of being in a bar, the aesthetics of being in a bar, but we don't get the noise with being in a bar, and that's what makes this possible. So shout out to Keeglers for having us. It'd be really interesting to see what the Chiefs have for this 3rd and 5, because if they get the first down, then business as usual. But if they're not able to pick it up here, the Lions have plenty of time to score a touchdown of their own, and we haven't seen the Lions really be stopped besides that first drive. And ever since then, it's been either a touchdown or a second drive that was going to be a touchdown, but then they, pissed it away. So I'm just wondering how you're going to set up a podcast outside the Broncos Stadium. That's a great question, JST. So the same way I set up a podcast right here, I'm going to set it up in the bar or outside the stadium. So basically, I'll park there. I will set up my table, and then I'll set up my mic and my laptop. Everything will be exactly the same. Besides, my camera will be a lot better because I'll be using my iPhone, and the iPhone has a much better camera. So the quality will be a little bit better. And then we're going to be interviewing fans at these games, getting strangers on the podcast. It's going to be a great time. We're about to blow up. Mahomes on 3rd and 5. Lions bring pressure. Mahomes flicks it up. Oh, he could have caught it. Travis Kelce would have caught it. He throws it out as he was about to get hit because the Lions brought pressure. That was Aiden Hutchinson leading the charge there. Aiden Hutchinson, man, he's the real deal. He got Mahomes to the ground there. So with 3 minutes and 54 seconds and the clock stopped, the Chiefs are going to have to punt it. And the Chiefs will punt it all the way to the Lions' 40-yard line. And that's going to be Jared Goff's turn now. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left for the Lions to go back down and score. Chris Collinsworth in the booth tonight with Mike Tirico. Love hearing Chris Collinsworth's voice. It just reminds me of, falling asleep to Sunday Night Football as a kid. That's the voice of football being back. Oh, JST said, "Will you get internet connection?" Yeah, so I'm bringing an internet puck. And basically, you pay monthly, and you have internet with you everywhere you go. It doesn't rely on Wi-Fi or it's basically a Wi-Fi puck. So yeah, I'll have that with me. We got the fastest internet too, so it'll be good. Trust me, I got all this worked out. I would not be doing this if I didn't have the internet figured out. Dan Campbell sweating a little bit. 2nd and 5. Going under 3 minutes. And Jared Goff under center. Montgomery in the backfield. It's going to be a fake handoff, and Goff throws it just over the head. And it looks like Goff might have, I don't know if he's mad at himself for overthrowing it, mad at the receiver for running too shallow of a route. But something was a little off on that play. And here we go. Big 3rd and 5 right here. Jared Goff. 14 in motion. He's looking. Jared Goff steps up, and he's going to be sacked. No Chris Jones. No problem. Chiefs are able to get pressure, and now the Lions are going to have to punt it. And look, all of a sudden this game's turning into a 7-7 game in the first half. And Jinja in the chat said, "Where the hell is Rick tonight?" Rick had to work. See, I have a wireless mouse, so I can actually pull up comments from here. And then JC said, "How long have you planned this for?" About 9 months. And then right after, actually, like towards the end of football season last year, I knew I wanted to do this year. So I put all my belongings in dry storage, and that's where it'll be for the next year. And just me and the road now. I'm homeless, guys. I have no home. I kind of like it. It's liberating. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 2 seconds for the Chiefs. It's a ton of time for Mr. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, I know the story. Okay, you guys said I don't know.
All right. Mahomes looking, runs up, throws it, and it hits Jared McKinnon on the run. No, that's Rice, number 4. Those are the guys right there. Those are the guys that made it all happen. Are you guys going to sing me happy birthday?
When's your birthday?
Today.
And it's not.
I know, I'm just kidding. Where's Erin?
Oh, funny story. Her wallet's in your car.
Oh, so she can't get on base? Oh.
No,
I'll go
she
pick.
wanted to see what you could do during halftime.
Yeah, I'll go pick her up.
Because she had me run out to the car and recall the credit card number for later for that.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I thought about it. I'm like, we're going to get on base because her wallet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it to her. The nomad life, baby. JST said, "I can see a massive hole where Kelsey should be in the offense. Is there any dates on when he'll be back?" Well, he was questionable for today's matchup. So what they did with Kelsey was they basically this morning they made a workout for him, and they were going to see how he does with the workout. So that's as questionable as it gets. So, I mean, if it was more serious, they would have just not even had that workout session and said, no, he's not playing. So I think he'll be back week 3 at the latest. So when you play on Thursday, you get the 3 extra days. So I think the Chiefs were like, let's not mess with this and make it worse. Let's just wait until week 2 because they're going to need it against the Jags. They're definitely going to need Travis Kelce against the Jags. And I was telling someone this the other day. I was like, the Chiefs could start the season 0-2. If they lose to the Lions, they're 0-1. And next week they have to go to Jacksonville and play the Jaguars, who are trending in the right direction. So it's going to be – it doesn't get easier here. A lot of people getting paid. $122.5 million guaranteed for Nick Bosa. Mahomes is going to throw it downfield. That one should have been picked, but they never do. They never do. The Chiefs escape again. You had 3 Lions back deep, and not one of them could grab that ball. That kind of felt like a prayer a little bit. 1:48 left, clock stopped because of the incompletion, and Mahomes is in shotgun formation with a running back in the backfield. Snap, he's throwing it, throws the slant. This is Rice again. This time he only gains 2, maybe 3 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Aaron Glenn is the Lions defensive coordinator. We'll see what he calls right here. It's a big 3rd down. The Chiefs do get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. I can't believe we're watching real football, guys. Oh, wow. Hutchinson able to get back there. Mahomes somehow threw the ball. Somehow the ball was completed. We'll see if this is holding here on the Chiefs. It is. Offense number 65. Aiden Hutchinson was coming in with a head of steam right there. Someone behind. Oh, that's the Rams. Jerome Bettis, the bus. Here we go. The penalty is accepted. The clock is stopped at 1:07, and now it's 3rd and 17. The Lions could get the ball back with about 50 seconds. Mahomes will call timeout and think it over. All right. Seven to 7, 1:07 left in the game. Sounds like Hutchinson's ready to break out. He is looking like the real deal. He looks like TJ Watt out here. I think he was the rookie of the year last year. I'll look that up really quick. Rookie of the year 2022. And why do they bring up basketball and baseball? Come on. You know who I'm talking about. Aiden Hutchinson, yep. All right, so 3rd and 17. Mahomes going downfield. Scantling caught it. This ball, wow. $51 seconds left. 1 timeout for the Chiefs. They're in field goal range. Let's see if the Lions can get a turnover right here. Aiden Hutchinson coming in wide open all by himself. And now they got 37 seconds to get 3 yards. Man. You're seeing the Lions secondary run into some problems here. Mahomes is exposing the secondary. Like I said, it's just you can't take a play off. Look at how fast. Look at that touchdown, untouched. And the Chiefs score a touchdown. And now the Chiefs take a 6-point lead. What is this? I think the Chiefs called their last time out for the extra point because they were missing a player. So there's 34 seconds. It'll be interesting to see what the Lions do if they just run the ball and take it to halftime. I know what they don't want to do. They don't want to give Mahomes the ball again. All right, now here we go. Bucker. And the extra point, right down the middle. It is 14-7 in Arrowhead. Steve, in the chat. What is going on, Steve? We got 14 seconds till the half. The place I'm shooting this podcast at, you have to have an ID to get here. And my girlfriend left her ID in my car, so I'm going to have to go pick her up during halftime. But I'm going to be right back here, even before halftime, to get this thing kicked off for the third quarter. So I'm going to take a quick break. There's only 30 seconds left in the second quarter. So to get the most out of my time, I'm not going to wait for it to come back and go to halftime. That'll give me an extra, 5 minutes. So I'll be right back. You guys are starting to talk. I feel bad now. Should I just leave it open? I'm just going to leave it on. I'm just going to leave it rolling. You guys are in the bar with us.
programs of the future. Things are about to catch on. You are irrational. You're the science guy. That's what I'm actually the behavioral science guy. How do you know these monsters? We all have our secrets. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas City. That's what Dusty said. Say y'all this fall.
Sorry, maybe again, the doctor is running late. New system in place. Busy day.
Feel like your doctor doesn't listen to you? Rent free to a doctor's office that actually listens. Designed for 65 and over. Call today. Turn right onto Western Avenue.
ID Light in the all-electric ID4. Get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months in the 2023 all-electric ID4 plus a $1,000 customer bonus.
I may be known for my legendary football career, but truth is, I love a bunch of sports. The only trouble is knowing where to find them. That's why I got Xfinity, so I can easily find and watch whatever sport I'm into, all in one place without missing a thing. Even if it's football, Australian football, or football. In a word, it's incredible. And trademark that.
And this season, Xfinity Internet and TV customers can get up to $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube.
The chasing business career card is made for people like Sam who make
Everyday products designed smarter.
Like a smart coffee grinder. The orange press cakes for you.
oh geez. The more breakfast like that.
You break your card.
Plus
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
game with green shot Sam can give me some ideas.
Really for you.
The eight business career card chasing business.
Everyone can use a little help. Volkswagen Tiguan with Front Assist. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months on all new 2023 SUVs.
Sorry, maybe again, the doctor is running late. New system in place. Busy day.
Feels rushed at the doctor's office. To primary care that gives you the time you need. Now accepting new patients.
Thanks for the shout out.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, that's good.
No, she had to go to the neighbor's house because she was stranded. So, but we'll get together soon.
And then you guys, when you guys have to leave.
Well, we're supposed to leave on Friday, but she's coming back.
Oh.
She's not coming with me because after she can only go for like 20 days, and then she's got to come back here.
Oh.
No, camping.
Camping?
Yeah, and then there's like 5 neighbors that we have that said that she could stay there, so she's probably gonna just house hop, and I'll be couch surf, and then I'll be in my car. I'm gonna put a bed back there. No, Matt, football. That's all I know. What's going on, guys? Oh man, I'm so glad. Oh, that's the better side. Okay. Just want to say how happy I am that football is back. I missed you guys so much. Sorry about the noise. Let me turn this down until I get this situated. check. Stay. Check. There we go. All right. Steve's in the chat. Tell her we're busy. Oh man, Steve, I'm so glad you came in here, man. So, I think Jinja said in the very beginning of the stream that I don't know, did maybe? Oh, I think you texted me. Are you guys watching the game, or are you just going off my play-by-play? You like the sneaky TV right there? I can't get copyright for it, but it's there. Sorry, I have to eat, guys. It's been a long day of moving and packing, and I literally went straight from that, no shower, to the stream, and I need to eat so bad. Plus, watching football. I can't have chicken and fries watching some football. I'm going to eat these. I'm not. I'm getting drunk. That's the same thing as watching football. In a bar. Hell yeah. I'm surprised the bar's not showing the game. What state do you live in, Steve? I would be drinking too, but I'm on a base right now. They have a 0 tolerance policy. So if you have like one beer, you can end up in jail on this. California. You and Bill, both from California. Thank you guys for letting me eat. It's a dive bar. My favorite kind of bar, a dive bar. I once got kicked out of a dive bar in Milwaukee because I told the owner, I like your dive bar. He kicked me out. I guess I offended him.
Think our new hours now are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, looks like they're going to the final commercial break before the game comes back on. I'm going to try to eat these.
So at 7 o'clock, we'll go to that more.
Ginger. 0 tolerance? How the hell is it even called a bar? Well, you can drink here. You can get drunk here. You just have to live here if you're doing it or have a DD. And I came here alone. So there's like housing, like they call it the barracks. It's like housing community for, junior sailors that aren't, a high enough rank to leave base. So those guys, they like to. I would think there would be like, young sailors in here. No, there's nobody. I'm a little shocked. I used to live at the bar when I was a junior sailor, man. Florida State, number 4 in the nation. Did you guys see the LSU game? Florida State LSU? Thanks, Shinj. Appreciate you, brother. Yep. You get it. Same thing. Same thing. Just a different branch. Raiders, Broncos, man. I'm so fired up. You know what would have been an even better week 1 matchup? Broncos, Jets. How about Duke dominating Clemson? Yeah, this is going to be a weird year. The Lions are opening the season. This is going to be a weird year. So, they gave me bare fries, but I got these packets of Parmesan cheese, and I'm about to sprinkle them onto my fries with some red pepper. Was that aesthetically pleasing? Aesthetic. I've said that word twice today now. Some red pepper. Look at that. We just upgraded our fries for free. Cheers. Sorry you just had to see my disgusting greasy ass fries fingers. What happened to my fork? Oh, here it is. Here we go, baby. We're getting ready for kickoff right here. Dan Campbell. What do you think he said at halftime? Hey, stop being dickheads. Start playing football. You're beating yourself out there. He probably said something. Dan Campbell's an emotional dude. He's probably like, how do you want to be remembered? How do you want this season to go? Dan Campbell, passionate. It almost looked like Dan Campbell was venting to the interview lady. You're getting your Italian fries on. Second and 8, Mahomes to Pacheco. Pacheco makes one man miss. He's got the first down. He made like 5 people miss. He's slow to get up. Ladies and gentlemen, Pacheco limping off the field. They cannot afford to lose another player. And I guarantee you, if he doesn't come back into this game and the Lions win, that's all we're going to hear. The Chiefs had nobody. You know why I don't like the Chiefs? Besides, I'm a Broncos fan. Nick Wright. He is so obnoxious with the Chiefs. You know, he said today that the Chiefs were going to score 40 points. I mean, they might, but it's just like, basically, he's like, it doesn't matter if they don't have Travis Kelce or Chris Jones. None of it matters. And it's like, oh man, you're going to have a rude awakening. Mahomes under pressure throws it into the ground. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here. Couple more bites, and I'm going to save the rest of this for Aaron. Try to be a good boyfriend. 2nd and 10, Mahomes, shotgun. Mahomes throws it over the middle, dropped. 3rd and 10. Dan Campbell said, the game is pressure, man. That air beneath our wings, man. We soar in these scenarios. Damn. Let me think before I talk. I love Sean Payton, but if Dan Campbell was our head coach, I wouldn't be mad. Wow, look at Aiden Hutchinson get back there and make the tackle. 3rd and 10, and they get 1 yard. Aiden Hutchinson is living in the backfield. Looks like Mahomes exchanges some words with the defensive front for the Lions. Mahomes was laughing, and there's nothing funny about not being able to capitalize on the first possession of the game. So I imagine it was mocking laughing. All right, so the punt is off. Deep to receive it. Fair catch at the 5-yard line, 6-yard line. Excuse me. My bad, Steve. My fault, dude. I don't even know why I do this. I suck. No, I'm kidding. So, guys, out of the 3 games I'm going to this month, I'm going to Denver versus the Raiders, Jaguars versus the Chiefs, Broncos versus the Dolphins in Miami, Green Bay versus Detroit in Green Bay, Chicago versus Denver in Chicago. Those 2 games are both week 4. Chicago and Denver and Detroit and Green Bay play Thursday night. Which one are you most excited about? Ginger said, is Erin the same MVP from last year? She is. Same MVP from last year and the year before. I got married in April, brothers. Couldn't be happier. Congratulations. I think I texted you the day of your wedding. I wrote something pretty long, and I don't blame you if you didn't read it on your wedding day, but go back through the messages. It might ring more true today. How's married life? Has anything changed yet? Temple's got a girlfriend now. Dude, Temple's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Temple's here with his girlfriend. She's wearing a Rams hoodie, so things are going good.
He'll be wearing a Browns hoodie in October.
People make fun of Erin all the time. They're like, oh, you're a Broncos fan because he's a Broncos fan? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, you don't have to justify it. Like, you love me and you love the things I love. Like, I love the Broncos. Like, that's my thing.
I'm a supportive girlfriend.
I buy her things. I don't even know if she likes it. I just order things. I'm like, Broncos. And she's like, what's this? I'm like, that's your new hoodie. You're wearing this on September 10th. What's September 10th? The Broncos game.
Well, he's a supportive boyfriend. He's gonna be wearing the Brown stuff in October, so
Yeah, I would too. If it wasn't a conflicting team, like if she was she said she's a diehard Saints fan, I'd wear a Saints t-shirt to a game. I don't care. Now, if she's a Chiefs fan, I wouldn't even be dating her.
see if he was a fan, it would work.
Rams in Cleveland, there's no bad blood there.
No.
And plus, you guys got something in common. Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
You guys both were blessed with Baker Mayfield, the greatest Rams quarterback of all time.
Also started in Cleveland.
Look at that. And you guys are literally connected now as partners. It's kind of like Aaron. She was a big Saints fan. That's why I used that example. And Sean Payton was the Saints coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, this was before Sean Payton was the Broncos head coach. I said, why are you a big Saints fan? She's like, because my mom used to date a guy, this billionaire that had a private jet. And he was close with Mickey Loomis, the GM of the Saints. And she's like, I'm just a huge Sean Payton fan. And I was like, okay, that's fair. So when Sean Payton became the Broncos head coach, I was like, well, now you can go all in.
Connected. I did this on my own free will. He came home and I bought it as a surprise. So
I got a present for you in the car. I can't wait to give it to you. It's not a huge present, but it's something I saw and thought of you. Jinja in the chat said, you did, man. I really appreciate it. I won't forget it. It's been great. Still on the Wedding Moon stage, so it's cool, LOL. I still wear the Sertan or Russ jersey every Sunday. I keep my word. Thank you, Jinja. I sent Jinja a Broncos jersey, and he's been wearing it. Big 3rd and 10 here. Jared Goff backed up. Standing on the 2-yard line in the shotgun formation. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it, and he does, and it's caught, but it's going to be short. From the shotgun and the backpedaling, it only really amounted to 2, maybe 3 yards there. 4th down. We are scoreless here in the second half. We're going under 12 minutes in the third. The first series for the Chiefs and the Lions are going to result in a punt. And, man, defensively, right, the Chiefs scoring that touchdown and receiving in the third quarter, you get worried that they could go up a couple possessions, but then the Lions defense answers, makes the stop, and now it's the offense that isn't able to do it. We need to see this team fire on all cylinders. Can the defense do it again? Aiden Hutchinson looks like he's just on another level right now. It's like right when the ball snapped, and remember, the Chiefs, they lost their offensive lineman. He went to the Bengals. Their best, what is his name? Orlando Brown. They lost Orlando Brown. The Chiefs did on the offensive line. So, I don't know. Is it Aiden Hutchinson's really good, or is the offensive line taking some time because it takes a line some time to really mesh and get to know each other. You can bring in the right pieces, but until they get some snaps and they can start knowing what each other is thinking, that's what made Philly's offensive line so good. Just they've been together for a minute. Philly did lose one piece on their offensive line this year. Who was it that picked him up? I think it was the Steelers. The Steelers, I'm pretty sure. I think the Steelers signed 4 captains. So 4 previous captains the Steelers signed. And that's kind of why I have the Steelers as my upset of the week. The Steelers are very well coached in Mike Tomlin. The 49ers last year started 1-3. A lot of people don't remember that. But the 49ers started a little slow. How healthy is Brock Purdy? Jaleel Warren, the RB2 for Pittsburgh, he's looking really good. Najee Harris hasn't missed a game. George Pickens is going to step up. Deontay Johnson's looking good. Fearmouth is good. Kenny Pickett, he was pretty bad with turnovers in the first half, but he was a rookie, and he was getting better as the year went on, and that's what you want to see out of your rookie quarterback. And then defensively, right, they added Porter at the cornerback spot. They got TJ Watt healthy. And TJ Watt, when he got injured week 1 or week 2 last year, I think it was week 1, they had a dude come in and play his spot, and he started playing so well. So he earned himself a starting job. When TJ Watt got healthy, they just put both of them on the field, and the Steelers finished the season at 7-2 in their last 9 games. So it's easy to forget about the Steelers with the Bengals and even Cleveland with, Deshaun Watson and the Ravens with the OBJ signing and all that. And then the Steelers are kind of like the New England Patriots, right? It's like, oh, we would rather talk about the Jets, the Bills, or the Dolphins, not really the Patriots. But, hey, it's still a good team, even if it's on the bottom. So we'll see how good the Steelers can be. They won 9 games last year. They should be better. That would mean a 10-win season. Does anybody have the Steelers making the playoffs this year? I'm pretty sure if they win 10 games, they're in the playoffs. They're in the wild card. So the AFC is loaded this year. Paige says no. We're definitely going to have in the AFC, we may have for the first time in history, I don't know, I can't confirm this right now, but Temple, he probably can. He's been watching football since its first year with he saw the Packers beat the Chiefs in the NFL championship.
They were at the Coliseum, so I was right close to home.
Oh, just kidding, Temp Dog. Let me post this really quick. Man, my phone just died. Let me grab that white cord. Sorry. Tomlin has never finished under 500. Go! Touchdown! I effing missed it plugging in my phone. What was that?
What was it?
That was a pick?
It was a pick.
Oh my God, I just got so discombobulated. Wow. It's like when you hold your breath underwater for a long time and you pick your head up and you don't know where you're at. All right, so I think that was Deion Branch right here, 32, playing the slot. The ball goes right off Kadarius Toney's hands, and he's right there to pick the deflection. Takes it back to the house, a pick 6. That's exactly what this Lions team needed right now. Some momentum, and the defense stepping up to the plate and delivering that is why this is the brand new Lions. Because last year it was the offense that had to compensate for the lack of defense. This team, it's week 1, right? They look a little rusty. Everyone looks a little rusty on week 1, unless you're playing the Texans and you're the Ravens. That's going to be an ugly game. The Texans. C.J. Stroud didn't look good in preseason. I don't know why people are afraid to say
So
it.
if in a survival pool, they need to always pick the team who's playing the Texans.
Oh, really?
No, just
Like defensively? Like you pick up whoever's team's
you ever
playing?
been in a survival pool?
No.
Where you pick one team a week to win?
Oh, no. I've heard of it, but I've never done it. You want to do it this year?
Oh, it's-
Is it too late? We could start week 2. I want to play football games with you. I want to have fantasy football. I want to get more into it. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Vegas and I have a bet in right now to win $6,000.
For what?
It's like a 9-leg parlay.
For this weekend?
It's right now. I got the Lions in this game. Straight up. I really think the Lions are the better team. I mean, trust me, when money's involved, I don't really care about, I don't like the Chiefs. I don't let that get in the way. Like, looking at this objectively, I think the Lions should win this game. And it helped out, too. I wanted to take the Lions with the points. In case they lose by 1, I still win. But my uncle who placed the bet, he doesn't like doing that. I think he doesn't understand it. So he just picked it straight up. He called me today, and he just started going down these teams, all the week 1 games. He didn't even tell me he was placing the bet. He was like, all right, send me $20. I placed it. And apparently that pays out $6 grand. My only upsets was I do have the Steelers beating the 49ers. I had the Lions beating the Chiefs. And I have the Giants beating the Cowboys. Dak Prescott's 10-0 versus the Giants in his career. Something like that. And the Giants have never beaten the Cowboys in any Week 1 primetime game. There's a lot of crazy stats this year. Did you know that the Jets haven't even played in a Week 1 primetime game since Mark Sanchez was the quarterback and Rex Ryan was the head coach?
Week 1?
Yeah, so like, Week 1, like this week right now.
Well, but that's not a long time because it's only one game you're talking about.
Well, they normally do double headers, and then you got Thursday night, Monday night, and Sunday night.
You're only going to have, opening week.
Yeah, so there's a total, if you add it all up, there's a total of 8 teams every year that play primetime. Because you got Thursday night opener, there's 2. Then you got Sunday night football, there's 2 more. 4. Two teams, 1 game. So you got 4 teams now, and then Monday night football is a doubleheader. So that's 4 teams right there.
So it's 25% of the league is playing.
Yeah. But usually, like, they'll kind of shift it around. Like, that's a pretty long time. Like, think about it. When's the last time the Rams played a Week 1 primetime? Last year.
Yeah, last year.
The Broncos used to, for a while, play the Raiders on Monday night every single Week 1. And since they're not good anymore, they've kind of taken that away. But we're still playing the Raiders. Last year we played primetime Week 1 against the Seahawks.
Who forget that one?
I did. All right, so the Chiefs now running it on 2nd and 3 for a first down. Let's hit this chat. We got 3 people inside, new people that just came in. We got Jinja saying Branch is a stud. The brand new Lions. You know what we're going to do right here? I'm going to pull up a banner, and we're going to have the score going. Live score, KC 14, Detroit 14. What do we got? 9 minutes, and I'll do 9 minutes, third quarter. Here we go. Oh, that looks like Minnesota. Let's get rid of that. Let's just do it like this. 9, 30, we'll do 20. There we go. See how that looks. There we go. If you're just coming in now, welcome to your football home for the 2023 season. Patrick Mahomes this half, 3 for 8, 19 yards, 1 pick that turned into a pick 6. Let's see if Mahomes can shake it off. Short-term memory is what they call it. Here we go. Shotgun formation, quick throw out. Kadarius Toney, he catches this one. He's the one that dropped that ball that just made the pick 6. Oh, no, that's not Kadarius Toney. I think that said James on the back. Man, the Chiefs go through players so fast. Like, I'm like, who the hell is Gray? Who the hell is Gray? Who's Rice, number 4? I've never heard of Rice ever. And I do this a lot. So it's not like I just don't watch. It's like, where did these guys come from? Mahomes under pressure. Oh, right off the hands. He's used to throwing to Kelsey. That would have been a Kelsey catch right there. 4th and 4, Aiden Hutchinson. I'm telling you right now, he's already the player of the game. He is single-handedly destroying this offensive line. Look at that. Even when you knock him back, he's got an engine on him. Earlier, we saw him get through 3 different players. Man, the motor that this guy has is ridiculous. So the Chiefs are going to punt it. They're standing on their 27-yard line. Punts it at the 30. This one, let it go. What an idiot. He could have let it bounce in for a touchback, but instead he tries to take it out and it doesn't get to the 20. That's just not discipline right there. You usually have rules on special teams where if the ball's within the 5, even if you have room, you let it bounce. Because when you punt it like that, right, instead of a short high punt, you know that ball's bouncing and going straight through the back of the end zone. There was no, have you ever seen a punt like that just have that kind of backspin where it would bounce and go straight up? I only see those from like the 50, those really high ones. That one would have went to the back of the end zone. Yeah.
Well, we thought it went for 2.
Yeah. That was stupid. That was so dumb. We got 2 new comments in the chat. Steve, they get the game here at the next bar we got to. Sweet. I love it. We got people here that are at the bar and they're still watching this. Steve said, Pure, where are the crackers at? I thought Kyle brought crackers. WTF. Never been so confused on a comment in my entire life. Pierre, where are the crackers at? I thought Kyle brought crackers. It's not helping reading it multiple times. Steve, you're going to have to elaborate on that one. Oh, are you talking about fish and chips? This is chicken and fries. I'm trying, man. I need some context. Oh, man. This is awesome, man. We're watching real football. It's over. Man, isn't that so long, that off season? It's the longest of any sport, right? 9 months of an off season. I think other sports are like 6. Like we were watching basketball in June or April. Was it June? They'll be back next month. The NFL is like the opposite. It's like you spend most of your year waiting for football, and then you only get 3 months if you're a Broncos fan. By January, we've all already just picked a postseason underdog that we want to root for. Things are going to change. I think Denver's got a playoff team this year. The only problem is the AFC is loaded. I don't know. I think if they were in the NFC, they could make it this year. I don't know with the AFC the way it is. But Sean Payton's a winner. I expect to win more than we lose. All right, so here we go. Jared Goff taking over the ball at 17-yard line. A quick handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs runs it for a gain of 7. I like Jahmyr Gibbs. I had some people draft. Jahmyr Gibbs in fantasy. I think he's going to be a solid pickup this year. We got Richard in the chat. Thanks for coming in here. You're in a new spot, my bro. That's right. I bought this bar. I'm going to be shooting my podcast at this bar from now on. I put like 12 TVs in here. I got a $14,000 Michael Jordan autograph on the wall. It took a while to put together. Thank you guys for bearing with me. But yeah, this is the only football bar. I can't. No, this is just a bar that my friend works at that said we could shoot the podcast here, but I'm manifesting. All right, St. Brown's got 66 yards, 5 receptions, and a touchdown already on today's game. Fantasy update, Jared Goff, flick of the wrist, 87. Used to be TJ Hawkinson. Late flag comes in. It looked like it was after the ball was caught, so I don't think this is holding. I don't know. Might be some kind of weird one, illegal touching or something. Oh, they're going to call holding. Maybe on the receiver. Okay, it's on the defense. Penalty decline. Ladarius Sneed, the safety, gets called for holding. I would know. Is he the corner and the safety? I think he's versatile. Looks like he's in the nickel spot, covering the slot. All right, here we go. Under center. We got a fullback and a running back. We're going to run it down your throat. There we go. Gain of 3. And this is the time to do it right here. It's 14-14. 6 minutes, under 7 minutes in the third quarter. This is when you can just run the ball down their throat, exhaust the defense, and take the lead, and even chew up the entire third quarter. Best case scenario, the Lions wear down this defense. They take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter on the road. Now, if you could push a button and put, the team in that situation, I think they would do it. Quick pass to St. Brown. Add another 2 fantasy points plus the 8 yards he got. St. Brown's going to have a 20-point game minimum. Let's see what he's got right now. A little live update right here. Richard said, LOL. I got you guys good. No, that's coming though. That's coming. Dude, I don't know if you know, we're going to be on the road a lot this year. I feel bad that I'm saying it again for the people that have been in here, but I want to make sure everybody knows what's coming up. We're going to be going around stadium to stadium, and definitely make sure to tune in with us on Sunday to see what stadium we're at. Me and Temple are going to the Rams-Saints game. All right, so they're going to have to punt it. Sorry I missed that third down play. But it's going to take a Chiefs bounce until the Lions stop it at the 10-yard line. So, we talked about it earlier. The 45-42, I never bought it. What I'm thinking in week 1, right? People aren't in their momentum, they're not in their groove. You see a lot of lower scoring games. And also sometimes when you play too high powering offense, you see lower scoring games. I think last year when Buffalo and the Chiefs played, it was like 21-24, something like that. And everybody was like, this is going to be such a high scoring game. And sometimes it just doesn't work out like that.
Talking about week 1?
No, that was the Bills and Rams. Yeah. It was it was the Bengals and Chiefs. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's going to be a back and forth," and I think the final was like 21-24. Mahomes threw a pick that sealed the game for the Bengals. The crew will be here. Follow you to the moon, sir. Thanks, Jinja. Jinja's always got my back. I'm going to star this comment. I don't know what that does. But let me know if it does anything on your end. Did that do anything on your end? That little star comment? All right. I'm going to add the link to this game here on the old Facebook. Here we go. There we go. Post it on Facebook. Let's get that going on Twitter. Join us for the end of this nail biter. And attach the link. Let's blow this popsicle stand up. Probably shouldn't say that on base. Share, copy link, paste. All right. Sending waves out there. Steve, I'm getting drunk in a bar! Exclamation mark. That's what people do in bars. Well, I'm in a bar right now, technically. So, There's that. Detroit is going to have to really step up defensively. I mean, they've already been doing good defensively, but you got to keep the foot on the gas. This is I always think of the Golden State Warriors when they had the Splash Brother thing going, and Mahomes can just make it all back in a couple plays. Nice hit. Love to see somebody pop him a little bit. He always gets out of bounds safe. Just a little gentle reminder that this is still tackle football.
You wonder sometimes.
What'd you say?
You wonder sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's going to hurt in the morning. All right, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Pacheco gets the first. Didn't do anything over here, but it's irrelevant. But Steve, Richard, Bob, and me will be here for sure. We need some more love out there. We do. We gotta keep growing. And you guys are the foundation. You guys are the foundation. Or the kids would say the day ones. Jinja, Temple, Bill, Steve, JST. Here we go. 2nd and 1. The Chiefs are going to hand it off. Pacheco. A wide open hole. Closed really quick, though, but not until after the Chiefs get the first down. 3.5 minutes left in the third. The Chiefs, you could hardly say driving, but they did get 2 first downs. Still on their side of the field. About 20 yards to cross midfield. 20 or 15 yards to cross midfield. All right, Mahomes under center, fakes the handoff. His fake handoffs are awful. Good defense. What?
Yeah, it was all over his back.
I know, but I thought he let up at the last second. I thought he let up. I thought that was a pretty weak ass call. Let's take another look at this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. Let me see the replay. Man, the refs, man. Literally calling the whole game on their knees. Because they're blowing the game. Let's see this. Look, I know he touches him a little bit, but this is... Oh, come on. The little hand on his back right there. Slow motion. It was a bad ball. Oh, it's like the playoffs. Somebody should tell the refs it's not the playoffs yet. Fakes the handoff. Mahomes looking.
Holding.
Oh, my God.
You see that?
Yeah, he literally flipped him around. All right, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Let me update the 2. There we go. All right, Mahomes shotgun, quick pass, incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 2. Looks like Aiden Hutchinson just ran on the field, so hopefully he's well rested. The Lions definitely they need to do something here. It's a tie game, and the Chiefs are about to take the lead going into the 4th. Mahomes, shotgun formation. 18 or 17-yard line. Mahomes snaps it, throws it over the middle. It's dropped. Kadarius Toney making all kinds of mistakes today.
But they'll go for it.
Mahomes visibly
I
upset.
think they're going to go for it.
And the Chiefs may go for it. Temple thinks they're going for it. We haven't seen anyone run on the field yet, and now we're getting Butker. It's the right call here. Like you're in no position really to take the opportunity of getting a 3-point lead going into the fourth for potentially a touchdown. Like at this point in the game, 14-14, 3 points is a ton of points. And Butker is a pretty sure kicker, and that one's right down the middle. So the Chiefs take the lead with 2:10 left in the third. And let's see what the Lions are made of.
Well, one, they don't put cash as a cashless facility, and they're not doing it anymore.
The refs calling the game. I'm glad you like that, Ginger.
But they have chips over there. I'm gonna get it back. Will you want salt and vinegar with me?
Man, I'm so stoked football is back.
It's the same as my favorite.
Oh, hell yeah. Here we go.
It's 13:31.
Man, I'm kind of nervous. I really want the Lions to win this game.
Well, there's something I wanted to bring up. How about this? What team is hurt more by their receiver's loss? Kelsey for the Chiefs or Cooper Kupp for the Rams?
I'm going to say Kelsey with the Chiefs because Cooper Kupp had the Triple Crown season, and he's like all the Rams have at wide receiver. But Kelsey, being with Mahomes for his entire career and having the kind of season that he has every year, the Rams are, I mean, it's a bad question because the real answer is like both teams are hurting.
Why just think the Rams? I mean,
What's going on with
a
him?
complement of receivers, you know. I mean, you have Mahomes and all these other guys that he has. So
I heard that he's seeing a specialist, a hamstring specialist.
he's going to be out at least this week.
Yeah, because I think he's trying to figure out, like, okay, why does this keep happening? So Steve said that's because they couldn't get jobs on the Snow White movie as dwarfs. What? That is awesome. I'm going to just leave that up so when people come in, they have no idea what's going on in this place. They tripped Aiden Hutchinson and he got a little hurt. Did you see that? They just said it could have been called tripping. Let's see if they show it again. Mahomes. No, we're going to watch another Mahomes segment. Gosh. There's actually like an interesting replay to show. We're just going to look at his Super Bowl ring. It's cool. It's a cool ring. It's gross, but it's cool. All right, here we go. How are the Lions going to respond? 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Goff. Shotgun. Wow. That was played really well defensively, but it was also really good on Jared Goff not pulling the trigger when he wanted to because that defender jumped. And if he doesn't pause, this is maybe an interception, definitely batted down. Look at the hesitation right here. Wait for him to jump. On his way down, he throws it, but the corner played that really well. Don't love the decision to pass it. You've been running the ball well all day. Now you put yourself in a passing situation on 2nd down. And now you got a 3rd and long. Don't get cute. Just do what has been working. It's 3 points. There's no reason to start abandoning the run by any means. Not that 2 passes is abandoning the run, but I'm surprised on 1st down they elect to pass. Tripping on offense. Didn't they just say that they tripped Aiden Hutchinson on defense and the ref should have called it? Now tripping gets called on the Lions? His quarterback would have been fine. Dan. It's wind beneath our wings. Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell. Here we go. 2 minutes and 1 second. 2 minutes and 1 second. 2nd and 20 second. Wow. So on 2nd and I'm not doing it again. They're 1 yard away from a 1st down. On 2nd and 22nd, they gained 21 yards. Raymond out here just look like a post right there in the soft spot of the zone. Goff puts it right between the linebacker and the safety. That's as easy as 21 yards as you can get. And now Jahmyr Gibbs right here, 3rd and 2. Run the football. Why? The Chiefs haven't stopped your running game. Why wouldn't you run it there? And if you don't get it, you run it again on 4th and inches. That's stupid. Stop getting cute. Fuck. Now you got to walk off the field, send the punter out. Oh, now they're going to, you didn't even create the chant. They stole it from Florida State. I don't like anything about this team. It's starting to come out. It's trying to keep it bottled. Why would they throw it on 3rd and 2? Oh! Did he just break his leg? Oh my God, he's hurt. Did you see that hit? It looked like they just popped his knee. He's walking. Oh my gosh. And he is down by contact. I love how when you catch the ball, you have to survive the ground, but when you get tackled, you don't. Like, that's such a stupid,
Like that
inconsistent.
What's his Calvin Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one?
I do. Des Bryant too. Remember Des Bryant against the Packers? And they ended up, it was like they caught it and they called it incomplete and it would have been like a Cowboys win. It was at the very end of the game. All right. So Mahomes is going to hand the ball off here. And look at that. They're going to gain 5 yards, maybe 4 yards. I just can't believe the Lions on that drive. Pass. And then you get to 3rd and 2, and you think, okay, maybe they learned their lesson from passing it in running situations. They pass it again. I just don't like that. Why? You're averaging like 5 yards a carry, and you don't have one run play? Mahomes shotgun formation, scanning, looking. He gets it off to his tight end, who's going to fight, and they don't wrap up, and he runs for an extra 15, 20 yards. That looks like the Lions from the first half of the season last year. Look at this. 31 on man coverage. Right there. You can't wrap up. What is 32 doing? He's making an ass out of you and me. That's what he's doing. That's ridiculous. That you have a player just assume that he's going down while he's still a ball carrier. That dude would be benched immediately. That's going to look terrible on film. You know what they say? What does the silent tape say? When you're watching the tape, no commentary, just the tape. This is going to look terrible. So you can't take any plays off. God, I don't understand that. Got to be more hungry. Jawan Taylor. The Broncos actually paid Jawan Taylor a bunch of money, and he just, year after year, wouldn't play or was hurt. Then COVID, he held out, and we just released him. He made millions playing like 8 snaps. Are they saying he has a good jump, or are they saying he jumped? Somebody just asked me if they should pick up Noah Gray, the backup tight end for the Chiefs. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Any further, and it's an easy-ish field goal. Ginge said, is there a penalty? No, there wasn't. It just took a really long time because they let the third quarter run all the way out. So I'll update the banner here. 4th quarter. Chiefs with a 1-point lead, or a 3-point lead with 1 quarter to go.
All my favorite sports all in one place. How
Wait.
easy is that?
4th quarter, 15 minutes.
Never heard of that before.
There we go. Man, I'm really hoping the Lions can pull this off. I think regardless, if the Lions do pull it off, just the way the game has gone, being low scoring,
It was a
mistakes.
fumble. That guy fumbled it.
Well, his elbow was down. But
The
I would,
hit caused it though. The grounding caused the fumble.
but that, well, that's what I was just saying. Like, a receiver has to survive the ground, but why doesn't a ball carrier have to survive the tackle?
Right?
You know what I mean?
It looked like it hurt too. I would have dropped the ball too.
I was so mad because that's exactly what the Lions needed right
Well, and they ran it back for a touchdown when they thought they were.
Yeah. 1 quarter left. Who do you got? You think the Lions come back?
Their offense isn't looking so great.
Yeah,
I mean, they got 7 points from that fake punt in the first quarter.
I know.
That's all they got.
And when I look at it too, the Lions last year were so much better offensively at home when they played in a dome, right? Because it was like they were averaging like almost 40 points at home.
They played the Seahawks. Yeah, that game was crazy high in scoring.
Yeah, that one I think it was like 48-45 or something.
I can't remember the score.
It went into overtime, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last game against Green Bay. Obviously, they outscored Green Bay.
Yeah, it was. I think it was low scoring. I think it was like 24.
Because it was
21.
in Green Bay, like you said, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lions, you can take.
Running back. The Saints running back now.
Oh yeah, the Alvin Kamara. What did,
Defended the first 4 minutes.
Oh, is he talking about Alvin Kamara? Yeah. All right, Mahomes, 1st and 10, standing on the 50-yard line. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's Campbell. And that is the first rounder that they drafted this year. And that was somebody that Dan Campbell really wanted. They said might have went down the board too far for him, but when you know who you want, you know what you want. 2nd and 3. Chiefs trying to score and make this a 10-point game in the 4th. They're going to run it here, and that's going to be a 1st down. And now the Chiefs looking like the first half Lions on the ground. All right, shotgun formation for Mahomes. Ball on the 30. Lions need some kind of sack. Mahomes steps up in the pocket and he starts running, slides, put himself down just short of the 1st down. Remember, it's not where his slide, not where he gets touched at the end of his slide. It's where he starts the slide. He surrenders himself. So that's going to be 2nd and 1. Shouldn't be a problem. So far in this game, we have another run here. This is going to be a loss of 3. Kadarius Toney having a bad day. There's a lot of hype around Kadarius Toney. This is really important. All right? 12 minutes and 40 seconds left. This is a long field goal, definitely in Butker's range, but you want to keep this a one-score game. Let's see if the Lions can stop maybe the hardest quarterback in the league on 3rd and 2. Here we go. Bringing some pressure. Mahomes has got his ankle grabbed, and he somehow gets it away, but McKinnon drops it. Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe Tony dropped that one or whatever. Bounced off his
He's
hand.
having a day. Oh, the interception?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a day in a bad way. So the Chiefs, as far as the ground game right now, they got Mahomes is the leading rusher with 45 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire only has 22 yards, and Isaiah Pacheco only has 20 yards on the ground, while the Lions...
Did Pacheco even play?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even see Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the game yet. He's been sneaky. So, Lions got an injury. Onjurike. We'll see what happens here because it's 4th and 2. The Chiefs going for it here?
Instead of the kick?
Yeah, what do you think?
They were set up to kick it.
Oh, he's already out there.
Do you think they'll call timeout though?
Andy Reid's a mad scientist.
I just when I look at where they're at in this game, it's fine if they kick it, but Andy Reid would go for it here. It's not like outside of the realm of possibilities for Andy Reid. Same with Kyle Shanahan, same with Sean McVay, all those offensive.
The Chargers coach?
Staley,
Analytics?
yeah. I mentioned him earlier when they fake punted it.
Who was under McVay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it's good. Just a weird angle sometimes. All right, so let's update this. It's a 6-point lead. Perfect. Lions win by 1. The problem is they got to score kind of quick, I think. Because if they take too much time with a 1-point lead, the Chiefs, you know what I mean, will have that final drive, and they can take a field goal, go up 2, and there may not be but one more drive left for the Lions. But if they score quick, the Chiefs most likely aren't going on a 10-minute drive, and the Lions can have the ball last.
Mahomes is throwing deep. I mean, you got that pass interference when you threw it up there.
Yeah, that PI was a big call there. Banners. All right, so it is now 20-14. And 12 minutes. I think it said 12:40. We'll put 12:30. There we go.
Thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be watching from the front desk.
I thought you were like, I'm leaving.
Oh, this is it. The Nun 2.
Oh, what's
This is
this?
the first one.
Scary movie coming out? The Conjuring universe? The Nun.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's always the same
dun,
type of
dun, dun.
bull, the jump scares in the trailer. I don't know. I'm kind of over the whole Exorcist type movies. It's like, it was cool when it first came out. What was the first one? It was like documentary style.
Now it's the Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe's great, but what was that first
I don't know
movie?
what they're doing.
It was like the Exorcism of Emily Rose. or something.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paranormal
all those
Activity.
ones.
I thought they were one of the first ones, to do it like that.
Blair Witch Project.
That's-
Oh, I haven't
that's,
seen that.
that's the
What's that supposed to mean? You know what it means.
so people go camping in the woods and they're documenting it. And there's this Blair Witch that they're trying to seek, and they're all filming each other.
Trying to figure out who the witch is.
Not who it is, but if it actually exists.
Oh, I have seen that. I have. That's
Burkittsville, New Jersey.
It's like, is that an 80s movie? Oh, I might be thinking of a different movie. Oh no, I'm thinking of the original Friday the 13th, where they're like,
It's not like
it's
that.
like the second. I think it might be the first or the second one.
Not like the handheld type.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was just thinking of the.
It wasn't like really like that.
Okay, I'll have to watch it. What's it called? The
Blair Witch Project.
Blair.
Blair.
The Blair Witch Project. Temple's movie suggestions. All right, handoff going to Montgomery, and I like that they're going back to the running game. See that positive play right there? That just felt right.
Felt positive.
Yeah, it felt positive. Let's just get back to that. There's no Chris Jones. There's absolutely no reason. I wonder if Dan Campbell went over to the OC and was like, "Hey, how about we, continue to run the effing ball?"
Right down their throat.
2nd and 5. Way more manageable. And another handoff. This one, he ran the wrong way. He should have went right up the middle. He went, it's like into the B gap. Yeah, should have zigged when he zagged. 3rd down and 7. Dan Campbell looks like he's either about to cry or yell. Maybe both.
Yeah.
Is that Jahmyr Gibbs right there? All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. I'm looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown here. Time for your best players to make a play. Delay of game? Are you fucking kidding me? How does that even happen at this point in the game? Seriously? Nathaniel Hackett? Does it take 45 seconds to get lined up? You ran the ball.
Hackett, I mean, your old coach.
Yeah, that's like with his MO. You ran the football. You don't have receivers 30 yards downfield that you got to
Or
substitute.
let you let the clock run down. 25 seconds in the first game of the season.
Yeah, and then call the play.
They kick a 65
Are you sure you
yarder.
want to go for it? It's like, dude, what are you doing? All right, 3rd and 12. Didn't do themselves any favors. Where's St. Brown when you need him? Oh, it got caught. It went right over the safety's hands. It was Reynolds. Wow. He throws it. They get a first down. Looks like it was a gain of 13 or 14, but the safety almost got it, or the linebacker almost got a hand on it. It went right over it. What a great throw here. Oh, my God. Why didn't they throw it down the middle of the field? Did you see down the middle was wide open? Let's see if they go back there. Oh, my gosh. All right. Play action fake. Dumps it to the tight end. Holding. None. It's holding. Temple's right.
Holding fat guy offense.
I always say, I just pick a number. 72.
Oh, it's against the Chiefs.
Oh, it's against the Chiefs. Oh, all the Chiefs sideline was like, holding. I don't think they thought on us. 10 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth quarter. It's a 6-point game. The Lions, 1 first down from, I would say, officially driving. All right, 2nd and 2. They're going to hand this one off, and he's only going to get 1 yard there, but that's a good yard. Nothing wrong. I would run it again. 3rd and 1. Jamal Williams led the NFL in rushing touchdowns last year with 17, traded to the Saints. So Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 brand new people back there. DeAndre Swift with the Eagles, with all the other Georgia Bulldogs. And they get it. Look at that. They ran it on 3rd and 1, and they got 3, just like every other time they run it pretty much. Here we go. Under 9 minutes in regulation. 6-point game. The Lions driving. Oh, man. This drive's taking a long time. I'm getting nervous. They're almost at that awkward point where it's like you want to take all the time or you want to score quick-ish in the next 2 minutes. They still got all 3 timeouts. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. Goff under center. And they got a fullback in. Play action fake. Looking downfield. Throws it. It's caught. And he's going. He's still on his feet. Covers up the ball with both hands. Tackled at the 12-yard line. Reynolds again. And that was the play I was talking about that they needed. Something quick. Get them down there. Grab the 1-point lead. And then try to get a turnover defensively. Or be ready to answer with your offense one more time.
Maybe the Rams.
Really?
It's
4 catches, 80 yards on the day. They're going to run it here. A good jump by Montgomery. Montgomery's running the ball really well today. This is the Lions. This is why I want the Lions to run the ball so much, is because this is a team that's all about grit. Right, Dan Campbell in one word is like grit, toughness. You know, even Detroit is a city. You think of, tough steel factory, building cars. Like, this is a tough physical football team. This isn't the Chiefs, right? Run the football down their throat and beat them with strength like that. Touchdown, right up the middle. Detroit takes the lead if they make the extra point. Not jinx. If they make the extra point, it's a 20-20 ball game, folks. Just so you know, we could pause the game right here and just say, for all those people that get paid millions of dollars on ESPN to tell you that any pick for the Lions was stupid, should all give their money back to ESPN. This just tells you how bad they are collectively. No picks came in for Detroit, and they have the lead with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left. Can they secure it? How many times have we seen the Chiefs in this situation last year, and they win all of them? Let's see if the brand new Lions can beat the same old Chiefs. This is a good game. Better than last year's Week 1 game. No, it was, though. Better than Christmas. There, I'll diss myself.
Christmas was awesome.
Oh, man. I know. I've been waiting for the Broncos and Rams conversation to come up. Are we not? Do you want to talk about it? The preseason game?
Preseason, what are we talking about?
41-0.
Oh boy, preseason.
That's still like,
Ooh,
I don't care.
I don't.
It's at 41-0.
I don't care.
It's disgusting.
They're meaningless.
It means that you have concerns. I mean, it's still your players on your team that are supposed to be going up there. Those are people that are supposed to be competing for a roster spot. I mean, if you get beat 41-0 in a preseason game, if it was the other way around, I would be fucking livid. I would be like, are you kidding me? Because it shows lack of depth, really.
We'll soon find out.
Do you think the Rams will have a good year?
No.
Like, what are your no?
Oh, you remember? We predicted it.
Like 7 and
10.
10.
Without Cooper Kupp.
I didn't text. I was going to text you after the game, but I was like, I'll leave him alone.
I wouldn't have cared.
I know, but I was doing. I wanted to do it.
Some redemption for you for the preseason, just for a preseason game.
Honestly, yeah, it was. It was fun to watch. I watched the whole game. It was just.
Didn't Russell get pulled from that game on Christmas?
No, he didn't get pulled.
Was he out or something? Someone else said,
Yeah, it was like the last drive or something. Last 2 drives. I'm trying to remember who was. So that was the Rams game was the second preseason game, right? Or was it the third?
No, I don't know.
It's all running together at this point.
Not really.
But Sean Payton definitely is doing a good job with the team. Because in the first preseason game, the Broncos were making mistakes, and you would see the progressively get better. And I'm like, okay, that's why the 41-0. It's not about the fact that it doesn't count on the record. It's just you're seeing the team playing better week after week.
I just think you get to a certain point, you just start experimenting with things, see what works, see what doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think it's more of experimentation than. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I'm not saying it's not lack of depth, but it could be like what I said, and it just being we're getting our butts handed to us. Let's start, experimenting with these plays and see, get something to work with.
Yeah. I mean, it's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Kansas City is 22-18 in the regular season record when trailing. That I didn't see that last part. Trailing probably in the fourth. Yeah. Mahomes under center on 2nd and 4, hands off to Pacheco, and Pacheco gets 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. It'd be really interesting to see what happens if Detroit can somehow get penetration, and assuming they run it, which is dumb to assume on the Chiefs, but if whatever happens ends up in a defensive stop, I would imagine the Chiefs have to punt it here. Let's see what happens. Maybe an option. I could see Mahomes snapping it and running to the left. I knew that was coming. That didn't fool anybody. Did you see that? Mahomes looking to his left, like, that was so dumb. That's one that they should have done in the preseason. First,
experimental plays.
Robert in the chat, he said, first time checking in this season of the bottom 10 teams, who is most likely to be a Cinderella team? The bottom 10 teams. I'm gonna say the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders. I mean, but you're making me pick from the bottom 10, so for what it's worth, if you're making me pick, I think the Commanders. They got a really good defensive line with Montez Sweat and Chase Young. Quarterback's doing really well in the preseason. He looks comfortable. I think Jahan Dotson is going to have a breakout year. Terry McLaurin is going to be really good. They got Brian Robinson in the backfield. He was shot before the season started last year, and then he came out, I think, like week 14 or something. I think they were playing the Giants. He came out to Mini-Men 50 Cent. And he's looking really good right away, so I think they're going to be good in the backfield. There's just a lot of – they drafted the corner with the most pick sixes. Who was that? I think it was out of like Mississippi or something. They got one of the top corners in the draft. Ford. Something. I feel like it's like Cortez or something. Forbes. That's who it is. So the roster is pretty good, and then getting the owner out of Washington, it's kind of like new beginnings. I still think it's going to be maybe a couple years before they really start going, but I think the Commanders could be a surprising team that could be a wild card team.
What's the Steven named after? Steven is from Navy Federal Credit Union. They've been helping with my finances since I enlisted. You want another Steven?
Man, I'm so happy right now. I think the Chiefs are going to lose. I think that's what made my odds for that parlay. I think that's what made them so the payout so high.
It's like plus 180.
I think, yeah, and that's why I love week 1, is because the money comes in from the people. But here's the thing: the people stop watching football when the Super Bowl ends, and they don't start watching football till week 1, which means the money comes in and people follow the money, but the money is misleading. And if you've been watching the offseason, which is just as important as watching the season, you would understand that Detroit shouldn't have been 7-point underdogs when this came out. Oh, false start. Arrowhead's a loud place. There's going to be a couple of those. You don't want to see it like this, though, man. You got him in the situation. You got a 1-point lead. You made a big third down stop on 3rd and 1. You made them punt it. And you're going to start off with a 1st and 15. It's like, why do teams do this? It's almost like the big brother syndrome, where you just like can't beat up your big brother. It's like, why can't people just not do this when they play the Chiefs? It's like they think mentally they're supposed to lose, it feels like, and they just start making mental mistakes and dropping balls and fumbling. And just keep your shit together. Run the ball downfield. There you go, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's what I'm talking about. That is what the Lions do. There you go. Way to get it all back. The only thing that would have been better about this run is if he stayed in bounds. Great play right there. Little slide right there would have been cool. I mean, we're under 5 minutes. We're playing the Chiefs. Like, yes, I'm talking about running the ball. I'm talking about running the clock out here. 4.5 minutes, another handoff. This one goes to Montgomery. Montgomery quickly remembers that he needs to put 2 hands on the ball after a gain of 2. Robert, in the chat, you're way better than ESPN. You can make calls and give reason behind it. Thanks, Robert. ESPN is all frauds. Dude, I'm telling you. I can't believe these people have jobs. Same thing with the scout, the people that build draft boards. Those guys are all over the place sometimes. Here we go. He's trying to get to the edge, and he does. It looked like he got tripped up after a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and manageable here. 3rd and 4. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Let me update that ticker. I think we may be able to see this Lions team win their first game on the road together. Let's hear. Update that. Try to get this. We'll call it 3. We'll do that for now. All right, they're going to run the ball again, and this is what I love. I love this. You know we're running it. We know we're running it. Here we go, 4th down. What are they going to do? Oh, my God. What? Oh, my gosh. They're going to go for it on 4th, 2. I don't like it. Make the Chiefs have to score. They're going to try to jump them off sides. There's no snap here. There's no way that they're going, are they out of field goal range? They might be out of field goal range. They snapped it. Goff looking, throwing. It's batted down. The Chiefs get the ball. How far is that field goal? 60 yards? 62 yards? If you're going to go for it, why not run the ball? Gosh, why didn't Goff just step up and look at this? Just run up. Run. Punt the ball. Run the ball. Do anything but that. This is what I'm talking about. The collapse of teams that are beating the Chiefs.
They just stopped the clock, too.
Unbelievable.
That's your quarterback,
Temple. 1 second, guys. Temple's going to keep you guys entertained. What? I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
You crazy? You're going to
I
the
got to
bathroom?
pee. Talk to them, Carl. Do the play-by-play.
And the Chiefs kick a field goal to win the game. That's what's coming. Wait for it. Oh, don't throw it to Tony anymore. Or Toonie, whatever we
Carl's
call
fearless
him.
prediction.
How's the under looking? Yeah?
53.
Yeah.
Flag
on the play.
Holding
And the
that
catch
guy
of the
offense.
first time. You think that was... Oh, they're going to bring that play back? Ouch. Chiefs have all 3 timeouts, as do the Lions.
Go, the holding fat guy.
Andy Reid was
Shut
there
up,
all week.
He always does things. Do you watch his
I did, yeah. He's like a spoiled
The
little
quarterback?
brat. Yeah, Netflix.
I watch tape. They don't know I watch tape.
He's so
God,
spoiled,
so cringe.
I felt bad though too with his wife. Like he spent his birthday party posing for pictures.
I know. I was like,
different things.
I've been in a marriage like that. I was like, that's a guy that's not happy. I can see it.
He's like, can I eat cake now? He's like,
No, take another picture. 2nd and 20. Mahomes throws it. Ew, good defense. Broken up. Number 2. 3rd and 20 with 2:14, and they got 3 timeouts. So
They're not going to punt it again. Are they?
I mean, if it's 4th and 20, they are.
They punted on 4th and 2. What was the last time?
But here's the thing: if they don't punt it, you're giving the Lions 3 points.
True.
So they might punt it. They got the 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts, and Mahomes only needs about 13 and a half seconds to score.
Yeah. One long pass play to put him in position.
Here we go. Lions driving. Mahomes throws it up. Oh, it should have been picked. They can't do it. They can't beat the curse. I'm telling you, there's something that happens to teams that play the Chiefs. They just Travis Kelce's he's mad, but low key, he's like, this is going to make me look valuable.
That guy was the tight end, scored the touchdown earlier.
Honestly, look at that read. That was a bad read. That should have been picked. That was a very bad decision.
A named player, too.
If he was going to throw that, he had to put more air on it. They're going for it on 4th and 20.
They're trying to get him to jump off sides or something.
False start. No way. 4th and 25. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize. Camera. I'm like,
now they have to punt.
Jawan Taylor. Hey, I'm so glad they called that because he's done that 3 times now, and they haven't called it. They were actually looking at how good he was on a replay, and he clearly was offsides.
Oh, man.
It was almost that bad.
He's not even blocking anyone.
Here we go, guys. 4th and 25.
Wow.
Why would they not punt it?
Yeah,
This is so
happening?
dumb.
What is going on?
Oh my
Oh,
God! If that would have been caught, I would have thrown everything.
This broadcast is over, dude. It's a need for anger management. This is going to anger management class.
Get off the field, dude. Come on. That's what I don't like. The dancing, teams that are playing the Chiefs, it's focus. Just dial it in. Dance after the game's over.
Just run the ball out on the clock.
Just run the ball. Secure the ball. Don't fumble it. Let's talk about Andy Reid's decision there, guys. That was ridiculous.
It's going to be talked about on SportsCenter here.
Yeah, it's why would you not punt the ball unless Andy Reid was thinking, hey, we're going to need a touch. No, I don't even know how you justify that.
After the penalty, too, and you have a chance to rethink.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's 4th and 20, 4th and 25, it's
Of course, he'll argue, well, if the guy had the ball hit him in the hands and he caught it, then I'm a genius.
yeah. But now, okay, so here's the deal. You punt that ball. You got the 2-minute warning. You got 3 timeouts. Let's say you stop them. You get the ball back. Defense does their job. Well, now if the Chiefs kick a field goal, they win the game. And we've seen Mahomes get in field goal range in 12 seconds. That wasn't a joke. So now you got the Lions in field goal range. They kick a field goal. The Chiefs have to score a touchdown now. So it's
A lot harder.
none of that made any sense. I don't
think Andy Reid knew what the score was.
it's just a Tom Brady 3rd down thing.
Yeah, right. What?
You guys know how much time was in the game?
209.
2:09.
We got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts.
2:09. 14-21. Let's update that before we give Lion fans a heart attack. There we go. Oh man, I can't wait for SportsCenter tomorrow. You know Nick, right? He's got long hair. He's on what is that?
I'll at least watch Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I love Pat McAfee. Yeah, dude. I swear I should stop watching these guys because I just watch and I get so mad. I get so mad. I'm like, How are you making this much money with these terrible?
Did you see what Mina Kimes is making now?
How-
ESPN? She just signed like some $1.5 million thing. Or
Really?
might even be more than that.
That's
To be
crazy.
a football analyst, whatever. I know she's a Seahawks fan, but
Was that the 2 minute?
Here we go. 2-minute warning. Jared Goff under center. Hands the ball off. They're going to be trying to run the clock out. This is their first play. I love to see that offense starts pushing the pile. Is that 87? That's Lapora getting physical. And now you're going to see the Chiefs burn the timeout.
Montgomery's bigger.
So wait a minute. So was that first down or second down?
That was first.
So the 2-minute warning
Maybe it
happened
was-
during the punt?
Maybe.
One punch.
Or
Turnover and down?
the fourth and Hail Mary?
Maybe it's
Because they came back from the commercial break.
maybe it was 2 and 9.
when
when
they
they
hiked
had-
it
when
for
they-
that play.
Oh, okay.
The game's over if they get a first down, right?
Well, that doesn't make sense because the clock wouldn't be running until they snapped it on first down. Go, go, go. Push, push. All right. Another 3 yards. So 3rd and 2. And the Chiefs are going to have to burn a timeout. And this is a ball game right here.
Why didn't we sit up in front of this TV? It's fantastic.
I didn't know, like, oh. I was like, I didn't even know what TV to go for.
Chose
I
the
was
right
like,
one.
I'm so glad I'm not, like, sticking out like a sore thumb. I was like, what if people come in and they're like, dude, this guy's taking up all the space. This podcast. What is this guy? Goff is undefeated versus Mahomes because they've never played. I'm kidding. No,
That makes more sense, though.
Remember the Rams Chiefs game?
yeah.
54,
That Monday
51.
night one.
Yeah, right?
Here we go. This is the ball game. 3rd and 2. And snap. Handoff. Montgomery. First down. Lions are going to win. The Lions are going to win this game. And the Chiefs will call their final timeout. Let's do some math here. 45, 60. So, yeah, this game's over. It's over. That timeout was pointless because they called it, and they're still about to have first down. So that's over.
Maybe I should draft Montgomery on my fantasy team.
Dude, I know. Look at this. Look at this. Man, I loved it.
You called it, Kyle, by 1 point.
Yeah, it was. As much as people are going to say, oh, this isn't the same old Lions, because it's not, there's still a lot of room for improvement. The Chiefs did not have their best game.
They spotted him that touchdown with that pick six.
Yeah. If I'm like Dan Campbell, my message is like, okay, you beat the Chiefs, but you're not winning a Super Bowl or making the playoffs like that.
Yeah, not the division for sure.
The Chiefs are not known for having like a stout defense.
And they were minus Kelsey.
Kenay Sewell. Can't forget about their star offensive tackle. I think they drafted him like 2nd overall 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, Penny.
Yeah.
Oregon or whatever?
Kenay Sewell or whatever.
Yeah.
This is Brad Holmes. This was a 3-year process. Brad Holmes came from the Rams. The first thing he does is get Jared Goff to come over, get a bunch of draft picks for Matthew Stafford, turn all those draft picks into star players, trade TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift before they got to pay him, draft more star rookies, and it took about 3 years.
TJ Hawkinson signed a big deal.
Yeah, he's the highest paid tight end now.
Dang.
So this is it. We're in
Vikings are doing the opposite.
year 3. The Lions
There
win.
you go.
The Chiefs take an L, and also it doesn't get easier for the Chiefs. They got the Jags. next week in Jacksonville. I'll be at that game actually. So I mean, if Kansas City falls to 0-2, Denver starts the season with the Raiders and Commanders. So
Commanders and Howell at quarterback. Ugh.
yeah, I mean, I'm not sleeping on the Commanders. Did you hear that the Redskin tribe has like put a petition together to get their
They
name?
want their name.
Yeah, because they were like, Redskin is something we had pride in. You guys are. It was like a bunch of guilty white people ruined our tradition. It's like, no, we like Redskins.
Where's my petition for the Washington football team? I want that name back.
We called it, Kyle. We did it, Steve. Well, guys, 3 hours and 1 minute. The Detroit Lions did it. Steve, you saw my prediction. You were on that podcast a couple days ago. Jinja, Bill, Robert, all of you guys that were in here. I can't name everyone. We got Carl in the back. All right, so in 3 days, we got Temple's hand. In 3 days, we will see you live from Mile High Stadium for the Week 1 opener. You guys are awesome. I'm going to do another podcast, or the Sunday episode. I'm going to be going live around 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And I'm going to start that show off by going through all of the games, my favorite bets, my upsets, all of that. We're going to bring it all to you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in for this Week 1 game, and get ready to go on the journey of a lifetime. I will see you guys shortly, all right? Have a good night. Go Lions.